Okay, where am I? Here I am, Angela. I've got your writing up here. It sounds we've got some issues here, and it sounds like it has a lot to do with your computer. And I'm sorry to hear you've been having issues, but right now at this point, I think that we've got some problems with the campaign itself. And we'll need to talk about those. The first thing, and I'm glad you mentioned this in your writing, is that the magazine ad was submitted as a in this form was posted as a PSD, a Photoshop document. Now, don't forget that's supposed to be compiled in Illustrator, so that's really important. And that points straight to learning outcomes and course objectives. So you definitely want to compile the work in Illustrator. I understand you're having you only have one font in Illustrator. That's a big problem. I would highly recommend you get on tech support with Adobe and find out why you don't have access to your fonts. Because we do need to use the required fonts. Okay, let's go ahead and jump over to the work. I've got the magazine ad up and the banner ad up. So let's go ahead and talk about the magazine ad first, and then we'll talk about the banner ad, then we'll talk about the campaign itself. So, yeah, we definitely want to use Arial bold for the headline, and then Arial bold italic for a subhead. You don't have a subhead, so that's not applicable. And then Arial regular for the body copy. Now, the masked image you had masked out the volleyball and then placed it right above the volleyball. So there technically and feasibly is no masked image here. So we have to include a masked image in the campaign, definitely. Okay, now, so the magazine ad would need it, the masked image, and then we want to get those type requirements in place. Okay, now transitioning to the banner ad, this is where we're really starting to have issues. And the reason I say that is because the banner ad itself is, let me see something real quick. Here's the banner ads. Okay, so there's no PDF or PSD of the banner ad. I can't really check the size there. And so so if we take a look at the campaign itself, okay, so this is the magazine ad, this is banner ad. They're visually completely unrelated. The magazine ad doesn't look anything like the banner ad, and that's problematic because this is supposed to be a very consistent campaign. So my recommendation is right now in the banner ad, you've got that there's no animation. The logo isn't placed. The location isn't placed, and then you've got a white background with these kind of images, just kind of like, seems like randomly placed. So I want you to go to the course announcements and take a look at those examples that I have posted way back in week 2. And really take a good solid look at those and note the page mechanics and how things are set up. Because right now, this is not a successful transition or adaptation from the magazine ad to the banner ad. The banner ad would have to have the same background image, the same masked image, and the same promotion. So I'm not exactly sure how you want to proceed from here, but I do recommend redoing the banner ad. You may even consider redoing the magazine ad as well. And again, I don't mean to sound like I don't want to throw extra work at you. I just would really love it for you to come out of this class with a good campaign, something that possibly could be considered for inclusion in your student portfolio when that time comes. So again, take a look at these setups right here. And I want to just jump over to the course announcements. I want to go way back to week 2. Right here, and these are all of the examples right here. And just note how each one is a very highly cohesive. Each banner is very highly cohesive with the magazine ad. I mean, there's no doubt whatsoever that they are part of the same campaign. Look at this consistency here. Okay, look at this consistency here. Look at this consistency here. Okay, and then let's look at your consistency here, and we can see that there basically is very little consistency between the two pieces. So again, let me know what I can do to help you out here. Because as I said, I think you're showing proficiency. By the way, the animation doesn't work there. So in a lot of places you're showing good proficiency, but the campaign itself is really falling short in terms of being a harmonious, consistent advertising campaign. So again, let me know what I can do to help. But at this point, I would recommend either one of two things: either adjust the background image and include a masked image as well, and then use that image somehow in the background for the banner ad. You could even maybe consider the other option is to start from fresh and recompose it. It won't take long at all now that you know how to do everything, right? So again, my main concern right now is that all of my comments make sense here, and that you understand where you're at and where you need to be at this point. So please let me help you and let me know what I can do. Okay? All right. Thank you very much.